Hey, I'm James with P&W Outdoor Reviews. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about and demonstrating the Light & Go Bonfire. So this is a fire log. It's made out of birch wood. It weighs quite a bit, but what makes this a little different compared to some of the other fireplace fire logs is it starts from the center and it works its way out. And you can see it's cut in a nice star pattern that works its way all the way through. And right in the center, you got a little wick, and that's what's used to actually light this log. And they say it takes just one match. It's a one match light. So I will be testing that to see how true that is. So the benefits of something like this. So also this design, you may know it as a Swedish fire torch, as you may see in the whole bushcraft community. Now the benefits to something like that is here you have something that contains the fire at the core. You know, slowly works itself out, but at the beginning it's a really good cooking surface, because again, with a normal campfire, you know, you really kind of got to scoop your coals in a pile, you know, to make your fire. But here you got a cooking surface, the heat source. I mean, it's all in one. From there, you know, outside, if you're not going to use it as a cooking surface, you know, you can use this as a heat source, of course. Now this isn't going to be as good of a heat source compared to a true, you know, open flame fire, you know, where the whole thing's already engulfed from the outside working its way in. But it's a little more contained, a little safer, especially, let's say, like if you're going tailgating or something. Something like this would be really nice because it's not going to be over the top, you know, great little, you know, up close warmer, especially for the hands. And again, it's safe to cook over, so, you know, hot dogs, marshmallows, you know, whatever you got. There's no chemicals in this. This is all natural birch wood, so it is just a safe, clean burning hardwood. So that's something I really like about this to begin with, because I mean, let's face it, it sucks when you're around a campfire and you're breathing in these nasty choking chemicals with some of these woods out there. But here, you know, it's natural, just like cutting down your own tree. So now I will be demonstrating this on a time-lapse feed, so it'll be the first time I'm doing it personally, so I'm kind of excited, and hopefully it turns out really good. So I apologize in advance if for some reason it doesn't, but it should. Just to kind of demonstrate, you know, really what this looks like on an outdoor burn. One other thing I kind of like about this too, they really do think of everything. On the bottom side of it, you can actually see they cut a little deeper down to allow airflow in case, you know, it got a little, you know, if you put this on a little bit of a flatter surface, you'll still get good airflow cutting through. But ideally, you know, if you can put it on like a grate or something, it'll probably burn a lot better. But again, at least they think of things like that. So, I mean, it's really well engineered overall. They even include a little carry handle on it and stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to spend all day talking about this. I'd rather show you guys how it burns. So, but again, I got to thank them for just letting me try this out. It's made by EcoForest, also, but online, like on Twitter, you'll see them under Light & Go. And I found these guys by accident, so they were really fortunate just to allow me to try it. I just asked, and I got the thumbs up. So that was just, again, very generous of them. So I got to say thank you to them for letting me have one to show you guys. So again, I don't want to waste you guys' time. Let's go ahead and get this in the fire pit, and let's see how this thing lights, and then we'll see what type of burn time we get. And at the end of the video, I'll discuss kind of what my final results were as of, you know, how long this thing really burned and my final opinions on it, just to kind of sum up the video. But let's get to it. Okay, so like I said, they said it's a one match light, so I will be using just very standard, as cheap as they get matches. So let's see how these things actually do. Well, that's not working because it's windy. I may have to switch to a windproof match. Okay, I think I didn't take. I'm gonna give this one last try. I mean, maybe they don't mean matches like this, who knows? Okay, well guys, I apologize. We're gonna have to go big. I'm bringing out my Zippo matches. I did a review on these before. These are windproof, waterproof, you name it. This definitely burns a lot hotter. These are nice matches to have. There we go. So far what I've just discovered, you definitely are going to need, if you're going to be outdoors, I mean, let's face it, most of us are probably going to use a lighter, but if you do only have matches, you're probably going to want to find a way to block the wind itself. So it failed my one match test, but these are, I was using the cheapest matches money could buy as a torture test, let's just put it like that. So, well guys, I'm going to go ahead and change this over to a time-lapse footage, and then we will see how this thing burns over the next couple hours. So I'm going to start off by saying I was really pleased with the Light and Go Bonfire log. That thing burnt really well, and it burnt down to the ashes. I mean, I was amazed by that. I mean, it didn't leave any chunks of wood or nothing like that, and that's without me having to, you know, scoop it back into a pile to finish burning. I mean, that thing burnt down to the ashes. So good fire. I was very pleased with the product. So a few corrections I have to make. Now I did state that the average burn time was 2.5 hours. I don't know where I got 2.5. It's actually rated for 1.5 hours. But even with a little bit of breeze when I was burning it, I got just over 2 hours. So even though the label itself only states 1.5 hours, I got just over 2 hours. So in the right condition, you probably could get 2.5 hours out of one of these. And you know, as for it, I compared it to a Swedish fire torch. Now it's cut like one, it resembles one, but it isn't a true Swedish fire torch. So I don't want to upset anybody when I say that, like I did previously in the video. Because the cut does go all the way through the log, that does make it a little different compared to a true, you know, handmade Swedish fire torch, but it can be used like one. Overall, very pleased with the product, and you know, I definitely want to buy more. You know, this is something I actually want to bring with me camping, or you know, just to have one ready for just a quick backyard fire. It's a good product. You know, it burnt well, and it's natural, so I can actually cook over it. So it's just a nice, easy, convenient way just to have a quick fire. So, you know, if anyone interested in it, I'll have a link at the bottom of the video. Just like I said, you can look more into it yourself if you want to try one out. I know they're fairly affordable, and I think they are available at a lot of the big box stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. I mean, it's places like that, I believe they are available. So I'll put links, you know, to all those places, you know, where I can find them for you. So other than that, not much more I can say. Overall it was a fun review to do, and I was really just pleased on how well it actually burnt, and it put out good heat, a little more than I even thought it would. You know, for standing a little bit ways back from it, you know, you really could feel it once it was fully burning. But yeah, I don't know what more I can say to you guys about it. I mean, it's a fire log, but you know, it's a little different compared to a lot of the ones on the market. So really appreciate you guys watching the video today. I really appreciate everyone's support. You know, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help this channel grow so that I can bring you more reviews. So thank you everyone, and I want you to have a great day.